Hi. Is anyone here?
I don't think anybody's here.
No, because we posted it late.
Because we just posted it like a second ago. So they can't be here yet.
Oh, okay. I mean, it says there's 2 people here.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I thought about putting that on my shoulder, but I didn't want to freak out the lizard. He's pulling my shirt down, though.
Whoa, hey now. That's my job.
Whoa, Matt.
Whoa.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the other Steve Irwin pop.
The other Steve Irwin?
Yeah, we've got the one with the crocodile.
Is he up there behind Elvis? Oh, how about right here? That one?
Yeah.
Okay. How's everyone doing?
Oh, gosh.
What's going on? Say hi if you're in here, because right now I'm just going to talk to myself. Are you trying to scare him?
No, it's Steve Irwin. It wouldn't scare him. Look, he's like, "G'day, mate. Danger, danger, danger."
Tell him, Marty. Say, I'm not danger. I don't know.
I don't either. Okay, well, hello, people that are there, but there's no comments. So
No.
That's oh, there we go.
That's a
my
comment.
Mom. Hello, Mom.
Hello. How's that new internet treating you?
She said she was able to watch. Well, you were on.
I know. I was there.
You were on that phone call. Now there's 3, so scared somebody off. Anyway.
Were there 4?
There were 4.
Oh. Hey there, Danny.
Hello, Danny. There's Michael Ann. Hello, Michael Ann.
Steve Irwin's birthday was yesterday.
Was it? I didn't even know that.
Wow. I thought you were a fan.
I am, but I didn't know that. So.
Do you even know when my birthday is?
Yes, I know when your birthday is.
That's good. Do you know when Marty's birthday is?
No. Oh yeah, I do. Actually, yes. Or his hatch day, because
right.
We got an approximate, and yeah, we just went with it. So
his ship is sitting on the desk.
It is. Yeah, look at that. It's the it's his namesake, the Mardi Gras. There. Okay, there. The Mardi Gras. The Mardi Gras. And it is a good reptile night because tomorrow is Repticon in Tampa, and we're gonna go. And I don't know if we'll find. There's a couple things I'm looking for. I don't know if we'll find them, but we'll see.
Jenny said it's good that you remember my birthday.
Yes, it is. Good. It is good for the longevity of this relationship. That is important.
Yeah.
Right, Marty? Do you know when her birthday is, though?
I don't think he cares.
He doesn't care. Yeah. And he doesn't need to know because,
he just exists.
He just exists.
Where are you going?
He's going to go down under the table and check things out. So, I don't know. We don't have like an agenda or anything tonight. Like that.
We don't really have ever an agenda.
Like that's new. So tell us what you guys want to talk about. What should we talk about? Otherwise, we're going to default to talking about reptiles. So, this is your opportunity to veer us away from that. Give us a topic.
It's actually, let's look at my my Googles here.
Your Googles?
So this is a reptile page. This is that's a reptile thing. Mm-hmm. That's a reptile thing. Well, that's a plant thing because of a reptile thing. That's a reptile thing. So.
And I took my
reptile.
My big test today for my master herpetologist class certification. That's been like, I don't know, like 8 or 9 weeks of lectures.
Hey there, Les.
And stuff.
You guys just got back from a cruise, right? In a Valentine's cruise.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah.
Marty,
that's
you
cool.
should climb up higher so the people can see you.
Tell us about the cruise then. That's something to talk about. How was it? What was your favorite port? How was the ship?
How big will Marty get? Not as big as the ship.
Well, actually, a little bigger than this ship, though. Well, you're already bigger than
Yeah, I
this
was gonna
ship.
say he's already bigger than that ship.
Yeah, he'll get. I mean, his head's gonna get about like that, and then his body will get probably about like that, and then the tail. So I think if you look in like the books or the internet or whatever, I think it'll say like up to like 24 inches or something like
He
that.
looks real pretty
I
on
don't know that
camera.
24 inches seems like pretty big, but maybe. Maybe.
Look how brightly colored he looks.
Yeah.
We got him a new feeding bin.
They've probably seen that because everybody in here has probably seen
Yeah. Where are you
the food
going?
videos. He had dinner tonight, so I don't know why
He probably wants to poop.
He might. Oh, so you put him on me. I see how that goes.
Your legs aren't touching, bud.
You want some bourbon? Are you a bourbon lizard? Whoa, he's slipping.
Should I put him back? He's
Maybe.
like real.
Well, I mean,
What are you doing?
let's see if he was going to poo. He's very warm. You got a very warm belly.
He's been laying under his heat.
Like you've been laying on the Lido all day or something. Have you been laying on the Lido?
Here, put him on the Lido.
Marty on the Lido.
Marty on the Marty.
Marty on the Marty, yeah. I haven't looked at his
He's like, please stop.
his privates in a while to see if he has.
So you're going to do it on camera?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know yet. I mean, the breeder said probably a male, but he wasn't 100% sure. I'm just literally touching you with the lizard. So you know that, right? Like
he's kissing me.
He does the little tongue kiss thing sometimes, but oh, he did it, but you were too late. As he latches on to her face.
I know. I'm just waiting for him to like have my nose. Let's see. Todd says, hello. What did I miss on my bike trying to close my rings?
Just us playing with the lizard.
Yeah, like we do every Friday night.
Same old, same old.
Les says, cruise was good, but Frank wasn't the cruise director.
Uh-oh.
We had Christian trying to find out what happened to Frank the tank. Oh.
What ship were you guys on?
Oh, Kevin says, Bon Vini and Happy Spaghetti Friday.
Spaghetti Friday? What?
After the spaghetti, I'll probably have some smoked chicken and pulled pork.
Oh,
two dinners.
That's neither one of them is right though. You should be eating Mexican on Fridays. That's what you do. We depend on that.
They were on the Pride.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So not a great cruise director experience. Interesting.
Playing with the Lizard 101.
Yeah,
yes.
Pretty much.
Basically.
Pretty much. Whoa! Beep, beep, beep. He's backing up. Beep, beep, beep.
Les says they had pulled pork sandwiches that they made this week.
Oh, okay. Where you going, buddy? Where are you going? Now you're off the camera.
He's like, what was that accent?
I'm telling you, we need like a... He's one of your blokes.
He's not sure about that. I want to say his eyes got real big, but his eyes don't change size.
Not really, no.
We had chili for dinner this week.
Yeah, well, mostly. Yeah. Turkey chili. So that was interesting.
I mean, we usually have turkey chili.
Yeah.
So it's not that interesting.
No, I guess that's true. 43 days till the next cruise, says Les. When is everybody else's cruise? And Les, what ship is your next ship?
Oh, hey there, Aunt Dee.
Hey there, Dee. What is the next vessel you will be embarking on? Not you, Marty. We know you're not going on any ships anytime soon. You're like an outback lizard. You probably don't really like the water, right? Do you like the water?
He likes it out back.
He likes it out back. Yeah. Do you want to go to the steakhouse? No, we've already found out that's not a real Australian experience. Yeah, I understand.
We went there with some Australians.
We did, and they were like,
yeah.
It was fun.
Todd says 16 days, Allure of the Seas.
Oh, wow. 16 days. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. 16 days. Are they going to be in our neck of the woods? I can't keep track of all this stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember. A lot of people keep saying they're going to be around here, and then I forget when that's going to happen.
Remind us of the details, because we're not good at that. So we don't miss out.
Michael Ann has 241 days to the Helping Hands for Cruising cruise on the Breeze.
Breeze, it's a good ship. Michael Ann, the Breeze is a good ship.
Aunt D says he's getting so big.
I know.
Well, he's eating a ton of crickets.
That's what happens when you eat like 30 some odd crickets a day and salad and the occasional fruit treat. You're not spoiled. Actually, he's not. That's what he should be eating. He's a growing boy. Maybe a boy. Probably a boy.
Annie says, no vacations planned. Maybe this summer going to Chicago to see Big Bro and his girlfriend.
Oh, that's cool.
We also
it's a good town, Chicago.
We have vacations planned.
We do not. Are you scraping something?
I'm playing with Velcro. I'll stop.
That was weird.
I'm sorry. We have plans to plan vacation.
Yes.
Todd says, yep, we will send you an update.
My bicep looks huge with this angle. It's not. That's an illusion. Somehow the camera's making it. It's just fat. Is all it is. So.
You are so buff.
Oh, look how buff I am with my lizard. Why do I always go like Austrian when I'm doing the buff? I guess because, well, we know why. So.
Let's see. Kevin says, we bought a can of chili at Der Wiener Schnitzel.
Der Wiener Schnitzel?
Der Wiener Schnitzel. Then we served it over spaghetti and added cheese, technically known as a three-way.
Okay.
It was yum, just like Bob's Big Boy.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Les says we have the Vista and Venezia scheduled.
The Vista and the Venezia. Okay. All right. I like the Vista. Haven't been on the Venezia yet, obviously, but very cool.
Hey there, Carnival Cruise Addicts.
Hey, Carnival Cruise Addicts.
And Danny says, yep, he's been there for a couple years and love it. Awesome.
Yep. I've spent a little bit of time in Chicago. Not a lot, but a little bit of time in Chicago.
He says, I'm taking a vacation day on April 8th to attend the Eclipse Festival in downtown Terre Haute.
That's cool.
Big travels.
A whole day? Is that what she said?
Yeah, a whole day to go downtown in the city that she lives in.
That's not a vacation. I mean, I think that's cool, but it's not a vacation.
Also, I'm not sure how much of a downtown.
When are you gonna come down here and hang out with us for like a week or so, and then we'll go
long weekend or something.
We'll take you to all the parks and
we'll take you to the real nature.
We'll take you to the wildlife.
We'll see some alligators.
I'm buffed. Danny says buffed, man.
Les says I took a vacation day in 2012 and never went back.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
That's the right idea. Right, Marty?
Apparently he just didn't want to sit on my shirt.
I don't know. He's like very content sitting on my arm. Yeah. I was talking about you.
Kevin Count says, is there no Der Wiener Schnitzel in Florida?
No.
Apparently it's the world's largest hot dog chain.
That is so, Kevin. That you just made that Descendants song make so much more sense to me, because the I Like Food song where he's like, "Welcome to the Wiener Schnitzel. Can I take your order?"
Oh, now it makes sense to you.
Because I didn't know if it was like a made up place or something.
Let's see. Andy says it's an 11 to 4 festival with food and such. And for sure, I really do want to come down and see an alligator.
Yeah.
Well, come on down.
We have an extra bed.
We do.
It's an Aunt D bed. In fact, we're getting stuff for my mom to come down in a couple weeks.
We just got some pillows. and we're gonna get a mattress topper thing because it's a little bit hard.
It's a firm mattress. If you like a firm mattress, you like it.
I told my mom
too firm.
I laid on it for like a second, and I was like, it's a little hard. Let me know what you think. And she slept on it for 2 nights, and she was like, yeah, it's a little hard.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I like firm mattresses, but it might be.
It's not just firm.
Oh.
It's
like concrete slab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't do that. Things fall asleep on me that aren't supposed to be sleeping.
So we're gonna get something to make it a little softer.
Now Marty likes sleeping on hard things. Well, actually, he sleeps in a tree sometimes. Now he's got a little cave he likes to go into, and that's on the soft sand, so he likes the sand.
Well, last night he slept on a log.
That's true. Yeah.
He used to sleep on a skinny branch.
Yeah. My mom says I like a firm mattress.
It's not just firm though.
Yeah.
I did get firm pillows. I chose firm. Hope that's okay. Les says, "Oh, did you guys see?" And I'm sure you heard about the new aquarium in Daytona Beach.
I have heard that there is one being built, planned. It's not. I haven't heard that it's open or anything. Is there updates to it? I have heard talk of it. But if you have more information, do share.
Actually, while you're on here, Sandy, do you like memory foam? Because I'm trying to decide what kind of topper to get. And I don't know which route because I haven't had to get something like that. You talking to the lizard? You should talk to them.
Speaking in tongues.
Huh. I kind of want him to poop on your arm in front of
everybody. It's very possible.
I know.
Although
I'm just waiting for it.
He had a nice healthy poo though today, so I don't know. But he ate a lot of crickets for dinner, so it could happen again. Poop is real.
Stacy.
Hey, Stacy.
Still on their cruise, so just popping in to say hello.
Yeah, because you guys are doing a back-to-back.
Yeah.
Back to back. And I know you had some interesting things happen in Grand Turk with the wind and stuff like that. But glad to see it seems like you guys are progressing.
Aunt Dee says, I have a memory foam topper that my mom gave to her and she loves it.
Okay. Marty.
Do you like a memory foam?
I can't remember.
Kevin says, FYI, Matt, the Zubies, and this is something for you.
Zubies and the Cuckoo Nest. Whoa. The Vandals Urban Struggle are also real places. Oh, okay. 5 miles from where I live. Wow, you live by all the punk rock memorabilia? No, not memorabilia. Just places mentioned there. Yeah, it's all like California stuff. I think that's why.
Les says Daytona Aquarium and Rainforest Adventure opened 2 days ago.
Oh no! Okay, then no, I am behind on that information, and I didn't know anything about a Rainforest Adventure. What's that? Pray tell. That sounds intriguing. Not to you, because you're like practically a desert animal, but yeah, I know you have relatives though that would live in a rainforest. Yeah, believe it or not, they like water. Water to swim in, to wade in. No?
There you go.
Okay.
Aquatic.
Oh,
reptiles?
It says reptiles, and I think I see. Do I spy a little spectacled caiman there? There's a dark frog, Tinctorius. There's a panther chameleon. Now they can't have a tegu there. Well, I guess they could.
I mean, if it came with them.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that is a spectacled caiman right there. Maybe a Yakari. Oh, and they have armadillo lizard, bronia. Oh.
Well, maybe we'll take a day and go over there.
That's a redfoot tortoises. That looks like a water monitor. And then we're back to the panther chameleon and the tegu. So, okay, cool. Well, looks pretty cool. We'll have to check it out. Thanks for bringing that up, Liz. Marty is looking really cute. Stacy, yes, he is. He is looking quite adorable. And his little tail is getting ready to shed again. So it's a little dull right now, but his back's nice and fiery. a fiery little lizard. And then Embarkation Nation. Hello, everyone. Hey, Embarkation Nation. Thanks for joining us. I'm just going to turn you around because my arm's getting really tired. Can we do this? Can we do this angle? Does that work for you, Marty? What do you think?
How much are tickets?
And Kimbra is shopping for the aquarium over there.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to know how much it was to get in. Let's see. Where are we? Marty's looking pretty cute. I'm not sure. Haven't tried it. Okay. Well, you might end up getting to try a memory foam mattress thing.
Yeah.
Did you say hi to Embarkation Nation?
I did.
I'm just behind. Okay.
I didn't say hi to Cruise Nuts.
Oh, hey there, Cruise Nuts. And then Auntie says, oh, and I did a Google pic thing on that lizard today, and it did say common collared lizard.
Yeah, I mean they're beautiful, beautiful lizards. There's several species, and they're very dimorphic. So the males are really bright, colorful, and most species, and the females are still really pretty, but they're not as colorful. So yeah.
You see this?
He just be platinum with his nose in the air like that. Yes, Marty is platinum. That is definitely.
I think Marty's probably like super diamond.
Yeah, he's diamond. I mean, look at that. That is a. There's a little bit of stuck up lizard right there. I mean, he does live the cush life for sure. So he knows it. He knows it. Yeah, he knows it.
He's a spoiled lizard.
Boom, 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 boom. What do you got?
I don't know. Well, tomorrow's Repticon, so we'll continue on our conversation of reptiles, I guess.
Oh, there's Paul. Hey, Paul.
Hi there, Paul. Oh, thank you for those prices, Les. I did eventually find it.
Oh, okay. That's not bad, actually. That's a pretty good price. $28.95 for adults, $24.95. That's about on par with the market today, which is expensive, but that's the market today. So
Matt, what are you looking for Repticon?
I am looking for an Ackie monitor and maybe emerald tree skinks, but they're lizards. So, and then I don't think they'll have maybe any of those, or rough green snakes would be the other thing. I'd be real excited to find, but I don't expect to find any of those. But we'll see. I just like going to Repticon and like looking at all this stuff and talking to people because they're all, well, not all of them, but there's a lot of reptile nerds, so I can get real geeky and stuff with some of them and have fun. And it's just cool to see them all and meet the people and stuff like that. He said
you'll be bringing home a new critter tomorrow. Well,
we haven't we did.
We got Marty.
The last one, but we've gone to several where we didn't bring anything home. We've kind of gotten it down to where we know kind of what we want and where we're at. So,
I mean, we technically have space for some.
Did you say hi to Ed?
I did not. Hey there, Ed.
Just realized what time it was and saying hello, and to watch Kimber and Matt. And my mom says, wait till I get a hold of him. He'll be really spoiled. Yes, I have no doubt of that, Mother.
Nope, Stacy's off to go do some cruise activities.
Hey, have fun, man.
Have fun.
Have fun, guys. Enjoy the rest of your cruises. Wow. We don't even have one cruise booked, and they're like,
I know.
In the beginning or the middle. They haven't hit the end of their first cruise yet, right? You guys are still.
Right.
Or they're at the end, maybe, of the first cruise.
No, they got on Sunday.
Right, but it's Friday, so.
Is it a 6 and an 8 or an 8 and a 6?
He's probably gone now.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Aunt Dee says I'm kind of wanting the Chuckwalla.
Oh, Chuckwallas are cool. I don't know. I don't see them as often, but I've heard that they're a lot like the North American version of the bearded dragon. So pretty cool. Where you going? You backing up again? It's like, if you guys are just going to talk about cruising, we're talking about you. So yeah, we don't have any
He
cruises.
wanted to lay down.
It's kind of, yeah, he's just on my arm now.
Well, if you put him here on my shoulder, can he just lay here?
I can try it.
Do you want to do that?
You want to lay there? Please lay there. Otherwise, she'll be like, why doesn't he love me?
I just thought maybe he could lay down.
No, that's good. He looks good on a black background. That's what we decided. It's weird to not have any cruises booked, you know, but we're trying to do the Australia thing, which we're not making a lot of progress on yet, but you know, it's in the back of our mind and keeping us from booking anything, which is kind of rough, honestly.
Yeah.
But, you know, just what we got to do right now. So it is what it is. If you could go on a cruise right now, Kimber, what would it be? Where would it be to?
Oh.
If money was not an object, but not a huge, like if you could go on a, like if we weren't planning the Australia thing, like where would you cruise that you could realistically cruise? That makes sense.
Yeah. So right now, I'm kind of mixed on that answer. Because right now I'd just like jump on like a 4 or 5 day just to get on one.
Just get it out of the system.
I'd kind of like to go to New Caledonia.
No.
But that's not just a jump on a cruise. Yeah, that's still kind of a thing.
That's like a trip to Australia right there. Yeah. Ed says 15 days till Ruby Princess cruise. And Todd says, Ed, we have 16 days on to Allure, so we're talking some close-up cruises. We're going to have to live through you guys as you go on these cruises. We're living through Stacy and Gina right now. Carnival Cruise Addicts, we have 9 cruises booked right now. Leave Sunday on the Carnival Celebration. Oh, wow. You guys have probably been on that ship.
Are you eating my hair? Please don't eat my hair.
Ship. It's a good ship.
I don't think you should eat my hair. Thanks.
Don't eat her hair. That's not good for you. You'll get all clogged up with hair. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I've never had that many. What's the most cruises you guys have had booked at one time?
I think 4 was ours.
4, when like coming off the pandemic and all the
because
cruising?
we had 2, because we had one and then we booked another one, and then we ended up with the Virgin Voyages one that just kind of worked out, and then last minute we ended up on the Mardi Gras. So for about a week and a half, I think we had 4 cruises booked.
Yeah, that was a lot for us.
Yeah.
My goal in a normal year is to do 2 or 3 cruises. Well, you know, because we would work regular 9 to 5, Monday through Friday kind of thing. So that's about all we can afford to do as far as time off, as well as just prices. But that's pretty good. Let's see. My mom says Australia will be worth it. Danny says, and no down under cruises tonight. Carnival Cruise Addict says that's the most for us. Casino deals. Oh yeah, need to snatch them up. Yeah, I mean we don't do the casino really, so we don't get to take advantage of all those deals. But I think if I had more time off, then I'd get more time off. That would pay off for us more. But we'd end up with cruise credits and cruise deals that we couldn't take advantage of because we couldn't get the time off.
Yeah.
I think.
See, Paul says 4.
4?
Les
4 at one
8.
time. That's a lot, Paul.
Yeah.
8.
Les says
nice. Ed
8.
says Ed's got 4.
Les says they've got 5 booked right now.
Nice.
When they work, they usually took 1 a year.
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't live in Florida, like 1 a year would probably be about it, unless we lived in another cruise port or something like that. But living and literally working at a cruise port, it makes 2 a year pretty doable, and 3 or 4 a year very tempting. But beyond that, they would fire me. So
Kevin says we had 7 cruises booked at one point, but only
Wow.
4 booked this time. 110 days until the 11 nights on the marina.
Nice. Nice.
Todd says they've got 5 booked right now. King Viper Jess says 4 currently. Horizon in 8 days.
Nice. And hello there, Jeff. That's pretty close. That's coming up real fast. 8 days. Man, a lot of people getting ready to cruise.
I know.
And people on cruises. Yeah. Getting to a port is tough for me. Yeah, Paul, I know, because you're in Arkansas, right? So that could be, I got a weird mustache thing happening there. That could be a challenge. I mean, if you live in easy driving proximity to a cruise port, it really changes that dynamic. And if you live in Central Florida, then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cruise ports
1, 2, 3,
that are easily accessible within reason, within a few hours.
maybe 5.
1, 2, 3. Oh no, it is 5.
5,
Yeah, 5.
yeah.
It is 5. I wasn't counting Canaveral actually, but yeah, because you've got Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Canaveral, Jacksonville, and Tampa.
Those are the 5 I was talking about.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. We need a port in Little Rock. That would be a difficult place to get a cruise ship to, I think.
King Viper just said maybe we are cruise geeks.
Hey, we're all a little bit cruise geeks, right?
Les says we're very lucky to be living in Florida. It makes it more convenient for cruising. For sure. Yeah.
Of course, the cost of living in Florida is getting to a point where it might be cheaper just to travel from other places.
You just live on a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need this Figment magnet thing because I've got myself a shoulder dragon.
You can't take this one to the Disney park then, so.
But why not?
Because
he'll get through the metal detector.
They won't allow that.
This dragon doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Too bad they could not get an icon of the seas up the Mississippi to St. River to St. Paul. Yeah, but think about it. Then you'd have to sail on that size cruise ship down the Mississippi for 4 days or something. That would not be great.
A tender from Little Rock to New Orleans.
There you go. That's called Southwest Airlines, Paul. That's your tender.
Kevin says we can get to Long Beach, Los Angeles, and San Diego pretty easily. They are not our favorite ports to cruise out of. I've been to Mexico too many times. Yeah, Todd, they wouldn't be able to turn around. They'd have to back up.
The whole way. The Calypso Cousteau's ship actually ran aground in the Mississippi because, and it's not anywhere near, it wasn't near the size of a cruise ship, but the bottom changes so much and they ran aground.
Paul says can't get a direct flight.
Oh.
No. Well, come cruise out of Tampa then. Can you get a direct flight here?
I don't know how far of a drive that is from Little Rock to New Orleans.
I don't either.
My guess is, I'm going to say 7 hours, 8 hours. I could be totally wrong, Paul. I'm just guessing. Mark Twain. That's random. Oh, you're talking about going down the Mississippi. I've been to Hannibal, Missouri. So that's Twain territory.
Marty's being real good.
Yeah, I mean this is what bearded dragons do.
I know, I love it.
He was more flighty when he was littler, when he was younger. The lizard's only 4.5 months old or something. But
yeah.
But he's already starting to chill as he gets older, and he's getting to know us and feel comfortable with us and stuff. So
Paul says live in South Arkansas, which is 6 hours.
Okay, so I was close.
I mean, that's not horrible.
I was within proximity.
Les says, just a general question, how long does it take to get TSA pre-checked? I can't answer that.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't fly enough for that.
Yeah, I don't fly hardly at all.
Oh, Paul says Mark Twain means the river is passable or something like that.
Oh, does it? Okay. All right. I just thought you were talking about the novels and stuff. Samuel Clemens. I'm more familiar with the many quotes from Samuel Clemens than his novels, although maybe I should read Twain. I feel like I'd probably respect that literature quite a bit.
Do you want to read books, Matt? I want to read books.
I don't want to read books. I maybe listen to them.
I like reading books. That's one of the things I like about cruising. Is
I know you do.
I sit down and I read books.
Yeah.
And then I come home and think that I'm going to continue reading books, and I do it for like a few weeks and then I stop.
There's a topic. What is your favorite thing to do on a cruise that's like not like provided by the cruise line? Like your favorite way to relax, or maybe it's relaxing, but or just something you could do at home, but you really enjoy doing it on a cruise. That's not like, trivia or bingo or sunning at the pool. I mean, maybe you're doing that while you're doing something else. Because I like to draw. I draw all the time, but I like to draw I like to sit on the deck somewhere or somewhere on the ship and just draw.
But like for me, I enjoy reading, and I always think that I'm going to read, and I'm like, oh, I want to read all of these books, and I never read at home. But I do it on the ship because I can.
Yeah, you could read at home.
I know, but when?
Instead of watching all the television that we watch every night.
Yeah. Carnival Cruise Addict says, get up early and watch the sunrise.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. That's nice, because normally we're up when the sun's rising, but we're like getting ready for work, and so we're not really enjoying it. But there's something to be said about that. That's where he got the pen name from, working on a river. I didn't know that, Paul. That's okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's fascinating. Huh. I have never heard that. That's really cool. Danny says, it depends on the airport, and daytime in my state was quick, but we can't fly JetBlue to Chicago from the airport in my state, which is odd. Okay. All right. Paul says, cruise nap. Yes.
That is definitely something you can't do at home. I mean, you can nap, but not cruise nap.
Well, but I asked what you could do at home, but you do enjoy.
Yeah, true.
And that is, I would say I like to nap on a cruise ship more than I like to nap at home. Like, I enjoy it more, is what I'm saying. Because it just puts you in that zen.
I usually sleep better on a cruise too.
Oh, I sleep like a baby on a cruise.
I mean, especially nap. Like, I think that I'm gonna nap good. I never actually nap.
Yeah, you have a hard time sleeping with lights.
Oh, I can't sleep with lights at all.
Lights don't bother me. I slept with the lights on until I was like in 5th grade. My mom can.
And apparently I'm somewhat sensitive to sound also.
Yes.
Crickets.
Oh, you know what? Like, so my boss just had a baby and she's deaf. And so the baby. And so they've been, trying to figure out whether they should do the cochlear implant, which they're doing. But we were talking about that today, and how kind of cool that is, because like if you have the cochlear implant and you just want like silence, you just take them off.
Oh.
Right? I know. It's
that's like glorious.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So I've got like an eye cover thing, because like Matt said, if there's any light, I struggle a lot to sleep. But they make some with they make them with like Bluetooth, but I don't need to listen to anything. The purpose of covering my ears would be to make the sound go away. They make them like where they cover your ears too. And I've looked so many times, because sometimes I'll nap and he'll watch something on TV. The living room is right outside our bedroom, so it's still loud. So I don't actually nap well. So I've been thinking about getting one of those so that I cover my eyes and my ears.
Yeah, there you go.
I could go to, actually, if we get a nice mattress topper, I could go to the back bedroom.
You could.
And then I'm further away from the TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's off subject for all of you.
It's neither here nor there.
Let's see. Les says, but it shows You just go to Staples, apply, and it takes about a week after all the paperwork is done. $78 per person for 5 years. Oh, cool.
Oh, for the
TSA pre-check.
TSA thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Your mom says I read for 1 to 2 hours every night. I just wish I could read. I don't know. I did it for a while, but my other thing is I like to watch murder shows and cult shows and things like that. So like when we go to bed, I'll spend 30, 40 minutes watching whatever murder I'm into at the moment. And
hopefully
then,
not mine.
No shows on that yet. All right, can't watch it if it doesn't exist.
I just don't like that you said yet.
Oh, sorry. I could be reading. I did that for a while. I read.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you could, because I'm not making noise at that point.
Yeah, I know.
I've gone through phases in my life where I've enjoyed reading. The problem is if I try and read, it will put me to sleep real fast.
Yeah, well, I mean, those shows put me to sleep. So what's the difference between that and reading for me?
Yeah, but when I read, it's like listening to an audiobook. Kind of does the same thing. But what happens to me when I listen to an audiobook is sometimes my mind wanders and then I'm not paying attention to it.
Yeah, I have that problem with audiobooks.
But if I'm reading, I don't do that as much. But yeah, I get real sleepy and just, so that's bad.
Yeah. Let's see. Les says Pat's been reading a book for 15 years and still hasn't finished it, and it's a paperback.
Respect.
Ed says nap time.
Nap time, yeah. Naps are good on a ship. Hey, look, I've been thinking a lot about this big ship, small ship thing, and I feel like a lot of feedback coming in from cruise people that just don't dig the big ships, these big giant ships that are coming out. We're like done. We want small to medium sized ships. I feel like that's a pretty solid majority of people. There are exceptions, and there are some people that they want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I feel like a nap on a jumbo ship, even like a Mardi Gras size ship, is not the same as a nap on like a fantasy class ship or a Spirit class ship or whatever cruise line you want to add in there. You're just not as connected. Maybe if you're in like a cove balcony, but I don't nap on the balcony. I don't know why that is. I've never napped on the balcony.
I could never do that.
If I'm falling asleep, then I'll just go inside and No, I could nap on the bed with the door open or the windows open. Like I could do that, but I don't know.
Yeah. The other thing about those big ships is I like napping on cruises, but I struggle to make time to nap on those big ships because I feel like I'm going to miss something because there's so much to do and see.
Yeah.
I don't want to not have enough time to do and see it. And if I'm napping, I'm missing out on that time to do other things.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, I love the Mardi Gras, but
I do too. I love the Mardi Gras. Yeah, I'm not putting down.
But it's on the edge of too big.
Bigger ships like that, but like I kind of find myself pining for that smaller ship experience.
Let's see.
Danny says it's worth the have less that TSA thing. I think she's talking about. And then Carl Cruise Addict says, I fall asleep to Dateline. I could see that. I mean, yeah. I used to when I was like going back to college and stuff and I was home during the day a lot, I would love to turn on like a debate or a lecture type video on YouTube and just sleep to it. I don't know why, but like I would do it with the intent of falling asleep. Like it was weird. Nan reads smut novels. Your grandma reads smut novels.
Oh, I know. I'm aware of what Nan reads.
Oh, man. Could Sir Matthew be the next cruise mystery? I don't know. What does that mean?
Oh, because I said I don't watch murder shows about you yet.
Yeah, that's always in the back of my head, Paul.
Is it?
Yeah. like eyes in the back of my head that I need to survive.
You know, if something ever happens to you, whether it's because of me or not, most likely or not.
Most likely or not. Can I just say that I will never cause physical harm to her? Let me just say, not most likely, but won't. Okay, let me just be clear about my perspective.
Here's my point of this. So here's an example. I just watched wasn't quite a murder show. It was a mystery thing of this guy called and reported his girlfriend kidnapped, and they like didn't believe him and stuff, and then she ended up being released or whatever, and then she didn't believe they didn't believe her and the whole story, and then in the end, you know, it ended up that the whole thing was true, and it actually did happen the way that they both described it happening. But my point of this is, because of the comments that I make and the things that I talk about, if something ever happens to you, they're going to come after me.
You're not going to get away with it.
And I don't think I'm going to be able to defend myself because of, I mean, I'm on YouTube talking about murder.
Yeah, look at the tapes.
So I didn't do it. I won't do it. I promise. It wasn't me. I have no intentions of ever kidnapping, killing, hurting Matt. There's my YouTube statement. If something happens, it probably actually happened by somebody else.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Your auntie says, I used to read a lot of romance novels thinking if you have no romance in your life, read about someone else's. I'm well over it now. My mom says, my mind wanders when I listen to audiobooks. Paul says, I love the valor and the pride size. Yes, I agree, Paul. My mom, I really like the size of the pride. Yes. Carnival Cruise Addict says, agrees with my mom. It's our favorite size ship. Kevin says, I often fall asleep while listening to headphones in bed. Yep. Danny says, was that show on Netflix? I think my mom watches it.
Yes,
probably.
It was called, I can tell you because I finished it today. I have to open the app.
My mom used to turn on Judge Judy to fall asleep. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I would turn on and be like, and it was like very soothing to do that. Now she can't do that, but I could do that.
Who, me?
Yeah, you can't sleep to like TV.
No.
Sleep with one eye open tonight, Matt. Last, right?
I don't remember what it's called. American. I don't remember what it was. Oh, well, anyway. Yes, it was on Netflix.
And Deanne says, I move.
Love.
I love Judge Judy.
Oh, I also love Judge Judy.
Yeah. By the way, just so you know.
Is he sleeping?
He is he is having a hard time keeping his eyes open.
Should I turn the AC off? Because it just turned on.
Yeah, that's fine. His eyes, like right now, they're closing.
Aww.
He's like closing his
eyes. He's just cozy.
He's trying to stay awake, but he's like struggling to stay awake. He's just like, it's head down.
This is about the time we turn off his light. So it's bedtime.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah. And he's pretty strict about when he goes to bed.
Oh yeah. He's done when he's done.
Are you getting sleepy, buddy? Is it sleepy time?
I love this. This is what I wanted in a lizard.
Yeah.
I love my gargoyle geckos, and this is what I was hoping out of them, and I didn't get it. But here we are. I got it here.
Yeah. Yep, he's a good one. That's pretty standard bearded dragon, but.
Well, let's call this one better though, because he's ours.
Well, he is ours. I agree.
And he's pretty.
He is very pretty. Definitely very pretty dragon. Little baby Marty boy. So, there you go.
Yeah.
What else you got?
I feel like I was going to say something else about it. Oh, I'd like to go on another Holland cruise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like that would be like super chill and stuff where I could just sit around and read.
I agree. Yeah. Oh, Deanne, she knows about the little outfits. Believe me. There's already been talk.
Oh yeah. He will definitely be wearing things. We actually saw, I know that they have like leashes with wings and stuff, and he will have those. And I've actually talked about and thought about getting like a smaller leash right now to just get him used to being on the leash so that when he gets bigger, he can just wear his wings all the time. I don't know if Matt feels favorable.
I don't think I'd
about
leave
this.
him on all the time.
Well, no, but like if I pulled him
If
out,
he's
I
out
wanna,
like this, that's fine. But I
Yeah.
don't think because he could get hurt or something.
well, no, I wouldn't leave it on him in his cage.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like if I pulled him out, I might want to be like, I'm gonna put the wings on Marty.
What we need to do is like set up the porch with like some plants and maybe like, you know, like a nice water feature out there, like you know, like a little pond with a waterfall. Nothing expensive or huge, but just like make it like pleasant so we can just sit out there and stuff. And you know, you could read, I could draw. We can get the animals out and just let them have free reign. Like we can make it like animal proof so we can let them just explore and not have to worry about keeping, you know, we wouldn't leave them out there unattended. But
right, but I mean that shelving unit that I got, we could get something like that and make it kind of an enclosed space so that they
I'm just give them free run on the porch.
Oh, just
like
the whole patio?
if we set it up and just didn't have a lot of extra crap that they could get into, then I think you could just leave them just explore.
Andy says they have little carriers for them too, like little puppy carriers to carry them in a little pouch while you shop. Oh, I know. I've done extensive research on what I can do with this lizard. Don't you worry. He's going to be, it's like people who push dogs in strollers. That's going to happen to this lizard. They have like them little bubble backpacks. We might end up with one of those. He'll go to the pet store with us. I don't think I'll take him to Repticon.
No, I don't. Yeah,
I don't like when people take their pets to Repticon.
I don't. I think there's a time and a place for taking it. Like if you can get them natural sunlight, something, I think that's beneficial to them. But I don't think they mind.
I'll take him to PetSmart with us.
Yeah, he'd probably be okay.
He could probably go to Lowe's with us too.
I don't know if Lowe's would be okay with that, but
they allow dogs.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Why can't I take my bearded
dragon? As long as a dog doesn't scare him or anything.
Well,
so.
I'll put him in his bubble pouch.
Okay.
Or in his like around my waist pouch.
Don't let a gator eat Marty. No, there's no alligators in our backyard, so, and definitely not on the porch, so we should be okay.
Is he still sleeping or his eyes open?
He was out and now his eyes are open again. I feel like maybe we should put him in his.
He's ready to go back.
I think maybe he's ready.
All right, Marty.
Like I feel like we're like kind of keeping him away.
Keeping him up. His light's probably gone off too.
He's like, yeah.
All right, bud.
You don't want him to be crabby tomorrow, you know?
Right. Hey, you're right.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I bred bearded dragons in a reptile store I worked at in the 90s, but I never had one as a pet. And then I worked with one. We had him at the science center I worked at for almost a decade, and we had one at the aquarium when I started there in the education department. But I never personally had a pet bearded dragon. So
his lights did not go off.
No?
No, they were supposed to go off at like 8, and they're all still on.
Interesting. Yeah, we got timers and stuff for them. So, hey there, Larry. Welcome, Bombini. And Kimbra.
Hello. Doesn't that say off 8 o'clock?
It does. So that's not good. Is it the wrong switch or something? Or we got to set the time?
Because they turned on at the right time.
Oh, interesting. Huh. I don't know.
Well, until I figure that out, we will just do this. Off, off, off.
There you go.
No. Ah, that AC is cold.
Do
you scoot over whenever I move?
No.
You do.
I
He does,
don't.
doesn't he?
I don't.
I feel like I come back and I'm like squished up against this leg over here. Table leg, not like a random leg.
There's just a random leg under there. I don't know whose leg it is, but there's a leg.
I mean, things happen.
So, what else?
I don't know. I don't really know what else to talk about. Marty was my subject of the night. Larry says, loving the Marty videos.
He's pretty entertaining. It's like a mukbang video, right? With the lizard eating. You know, mukbang videos. Yeah. I think it's isn't it called a mukbang video? Like mukbang video is like a thing. I don't know if it's probably not just on YouTube, but where like people make videos of people eating food, and like people are into like watching people eat food. Oh. It's called a mukbang.
That's kind of weird.
Mukbang. I just like to say it, mukbang. But it's like a lizard mukbang video. I think. I might be saying that wrong. I don't know.
Okay. Andy says, I'm getting up early to go to my first goat yoga class. I'm so excited.
Oh.
I don't think I could get into goat yoga.
The goats like stand on you and stuff, right?
They do, but like my problem is they just like poop.
On you?
I mean, they just poop when they're ready. So they might be on you.
Let us know. Do the goats poop on you during goat yoga?
That's my concern. If that's not a problem, then I think that might be like baby goats are adorable.
They are pretty cute. I will admit. It's even though they're mammals, they're pretty cute.
Also, Anthony, I found a reptile convention show thing in Indiana. Was it Indianapolis? Remember when we saw that?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
She invited your mom.
Oh,
yeah.
Did she say for sure? Let's do that.
Yeah, that's something I could see happening.
You saying because of the goats or the yoga?
The goats.
Okay. She goes to Pilates.
Yeah, I know your mom would probably do yoga, but not with goats. Not with anything. Not with any live animals.
I mean, goats have fur though. She likes mammals.
Oh, that's true.
But they are goats.
Yeah, but she doesn't want a goat on.
Yeah.
I feel like she'd draw a line with goats.
It'd like have to be like puppies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puppy yoga.
Puppy yoga. That probably wouldn't work. Maybe it would with the right puppies. It might work. Well, I listened to a podcast that's it's a professor from gosh, I can never remember the university. It's in dang it, I can never remember the university. Anyway, they talk about it's a very sciencey but also herpetoculture podcast about snakes. But the co-host of that show, not the professor, but the co-host, owns a reptile store in Indiana.
Evansville.
In Evansville. And it's and I guarantee you it's a very reputable place because I listened to this guy talk on this podcast. He's very knowledgeable, he's very ethical, and he's very passionate about reptiles, but it's pretty interesting. I'd like to visit his shop.
Larry says I did some dog yoga. Shared it in his group. Cool.
Oh,
we'll have to look at that.
Okay. Yeah. We do shark yoga at the aquarium, but it's just it's not actually sharks are not involved in it, other than the storybook that I drew for it. That the kids do yoga to a storybook I did. So
he says I feel like she wasn't interested in the whole farm animal aspect of it.
Imagine that.
I don't even care about the yoga.
Yeah, Larry. So we do a shark program for the kids, and they go to 3 different rooms during it. And the one room it's supposed to teach them about why sharks are important to the balance of nature. And so I illustrated. It's like I don't know, maybe a 5 or 6 page PowerPoint sort of storybook about an arrow crab, and it gets annoyed that sharks are eating all these yellowtail snapper fish. So a fairy bassa comes along and makes the sharks go away. And then the kids see, and they usually know that's what's going to happen. They can predict that the snapper population just explodes, and then they eat the feather duster worms, which is what the crab likes to eat. And then the crab gets mad and asks the fairy basslet to bring back twice as many sharks. And then that happens. And of course, the sharks eat all the fish, and then they're looking for something else to eat. And the crab's terrified. And then they go back to the balance. So, but each page that turns, the kids do a different yoga pose that is a regular yoga pose, but we turn it into a shark yoga pose. So like downward dog is crab, and they do, I don't know what all the names are for the different poses, but they do the one, the shark ones where they do this and their legs stretched out that way. I don't know what that really is, but that's the shark pose. And then they do one with their leg. You can't see my leg, but it's like bent like that. Tree pose. And they do this for the or no, crab, they have their legs out and they do this for crab. And then that's feather duster worm. They wave there. Mm-hmm. So it's fun. It's fun.
Indeed, the Midwest Reptile Show is happening on Sunday at the Indianapolis Fairgrounds.
A fairy basslet it's a little purple and yellow fish. They get about that big, and they're beautiful little fish. So it's a fairy basslet, and it comes along and it grants wishes. They don't do that in real life. At least I've never met one that granted a wish, but I thought it'd be fun to work into the story. So it's an arrow crab, which is not a true crab. They're the little pointy guys.
But it's a cool crab.
Little feather duster worms and yellowtail snappers and Caribbean reef sharks.
I have seen all of those.
Those are the players in the story. So it's fun. It's pretty fun.
Ooh, do you think that AC is cold, or is it just me?
I mean, it feels fine to me.
But it's freezing. Probably because I'm blocking it from hitting you.
I'm more tolerant of the cold than you are, too, I think.
I'm tolerant.
I said more tolerant. So I didn't say you weren't tolerant. I said I'm more tolerant.
You think I'm not tolerant?
No, that's not what I said at all. Yeah, Larry, if you ever come to the aquarium, we'll make you do shark yoga. I mean, I do shark yoga. I'm not the most flexible guy.
I am curious to see you doing that.
I do it. The only one I don't do is the crab one, because that's the downward dog.
With me.
No, I have no desire to do that. But I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do the poses for the kids.
You do it with a bunch of kids you don't know.
Yes, because I'm teaching the kids about the importance of sharks, and so I have a purpose.
Oh, and making me happy is not a good enough purpose?
Wow, I can make you happy other ways than doing yoga.
I mean, yoga could be interesting.
Okay. Anyway.
Larry said, wait, freezing in Florida? Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I mean, right now we're in the house. I think it's cold in the house.
Yeah, all things are relative. It's 45 Fahrenheit. That's pretty warm where you're at, isn't it? I mean, honestly, it's 66 here, Larry. So we're not like, we're not sweating outside, but in the house, it's probably
Why did that not turn off?
It's probably about 73, but the vent is blowing directly on us. That's the problem. That's the struggle. If the vent wasn't blowing directly on us, it would be comfortable.
Thank you. Grr.
66 freezing. I know. I didn't say it was freezing. I'm just saying, like, for Florida, 66 is cool. Actually, it's been getting into the low 40s at night. Like, we wake up in the morning, go to work, it's been like 41 degrees. So that is cold in Florida, Larry. Okay, that is cold. And then during the day, it's only been getting up to like just barely over 70. And
real windy.
And windy. Like today, yeah, it wasn't bad at lunchtime, but when we left to come home, it was like, I don't know what the temperature was, but it was breezy and chilly.
Car doors flying open.
You also have to remember, Larry, that we are dressed for the 80s. Okay, so
temperature, not the decade.
Well, yeah, a little bit of both. But if we were dressed for the 40s, then yeah, 66 would be toasty. But we're not. We're so.
Hey there, Anita. Welcome.
She was on granddaughter duty.
And he said, wow, 70, that must just suck for you.
Hey, look, I heard that it was in the 70s today up in Missouri. So, isn't that what my mom said? Yes, was that yesterday, the day before? We talked to her.
Yeah.
And so I know you're probably pretty close to that. You know, Terre
Yeah.
Haute is not that far from Missouri.
It's usually a pretty similar weather. Oh, apparently I just got all of my rings.
Good job.
Look at that.
Good job.
I don't know which one I just got, but if it was stand, that's interesting because I'm sitting. I'll accept it.
It's just your watch, you just go,
yeah.
And then your watch is like, oh, you're standing. Yeah, that's what
you have
happened.
to stand for like a full minute for it to actually count as a stand, though.
Oh, they just do this. How does it know if you're standing? Like, what if you're in a tall chair or something? I don't know.
I think it's kind of like a walking thing. You have to be like up and kind of moving around.
Todd says it's 24 there.
Ooh, that's cold.
That's colder than you, Larry. That's you're further north.
Todd says Monday will be a high of 60, ready for shorts.
60s when we take the parka off, but we still have on scarves and mukluks.
I guess in Indiana it's the 28 low tonight.
Oh, well, okay, that's cold. That's cold. It never gets to 28 in our part of Florida, I don't think. Maybe it has once for a minute, but like we get into the 30s sometimes at night. Yeah. But not. We've had. It's
been an unusually long winter.
We've had high 30s at night, a lot more than normal, but we haven't been going below like that freeze. Like other winters, we don't have as much, but then it's like freezing, and then that kills all the crops.
Well, Kevin said they got into the 80s today.
Yeah, there you go.
We should go over there.
Yeah. I mean, parts of California are supposed to have the best weather.
Oh, yeah.
So. What are you doing?
I'm looking at that ship.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought you were reading comments, but then I was like.
I got distracted.
Kevin is in, I believe, Southern California. Is that right, Kevin? California is like, I know, like to me, this is my idiot's guide to California geography. The way I see California, it's like Southern California, LA, and then it's cold and wet in San Francisco. It's like how I see California. Like LA is like, I don't know. I don't really understand LA. I know it's kind of between like San Diego and San Francisco, but I don't know like which one it's closer to. My geography of California is pretty sad.
I can't really tell you. I mean, I know San Francisco is up north, and LA and San Diego are souther.
But San Diego is like true Southern California, right?
It's not far from LA.
Is it not far? Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was.
So I went to see my cousin in Long Beach, and we took a day, drove over to San Diego, did things, and then drove back.
Yeah.
So it's not that far.
So it's okay. So, you know the song, "It Never Rains in Southern California."
And Long Beach is it's basically LA. Yeah.
Southern California, technically we are in Huntington Beach. Professor Travel lives a couple miles away. Do you guys like hang out? You should hang out. If I lived by either one of you, we would hang out, just so you know that. Todd says, heading to California in May for a cruise on Forenza. Oh, that's cool. Anita says, weather app says 59 here now. See, Anita, it's 66 here. So that's not that far, that's not that far removed. 59 to 66, that's like, what, 7-degree difference? Right? That's, I can math. Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
That's
what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not that different.
So, I was just thinking after Todd's comment, if we lived somewhere where we had to travel to get somewhere to cruise, we would probably have a more diverse cruise stuff, history.
A little bit. If we live west.
I don't know, because like we cruise out of Florida because we are in Florida.
Yeah.
But if I had to travel to cruise,
Mhm.
I'd be more likely to also travel out of California.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but it depends. Like if we lived in Georgia, we'd probably still be cruising southern ports.
but
I mean, maybe you'd go to like New Orleans or or the Carolina
Okay,
port.
for example, if you still lived
New
in Missouri
York.
or we still lived in Indiana or something like that, it would be just as much for me to probably travel over to California. It's a flight. I have to fly either way.
I think maybe. Yeah. I mean, it would be more diverse. It would. I don't think it'd be that much for me. I don't think it'd be that much more diverse because, and I realize I'm saying this without having the experience to back it up, but to me, like I love the Caribbean, and
well, of course,
and although I would like to see like the Mexican Riviera, I don't think that's the place I would want to go back to over and over again.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is like right now we're in Florida, and why would we cruise out of anywhere else? Because we can just drive to a port.
Right.
If we always had to fly to get somewhere,
it'd make the decision a little bit more diverse.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if it came down, then it come down to like ports we'd visit, and there's like scuba diving and stuff. I think is probably more opportunity in the Caribbean. So that's all I'm saying. But I don't know. Maybe I'd go to the Mexican Riviera and be like, no, this is my jam. Or more likely we'd have been to Alaska by now. Probably.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Although that's expensive. Like even when you hear like Charlie and Bev talking about, or my mom talking about going to Alaska from Missouri, it's still more expensive to do that than it is to like come down here and do a Caribbean cruise. And the cruises are more expensive as well. I don't know if the Western Riviera cruises are more expensive, but the Alaska cruises, I think, are typically pricier. Todd used to live in Huntington. Jeff says we live in Michigan and have only cruised out of Florida. There you go. There you go. We do know other people that live in kind of that North Midwest sort of area, and they tend to still cruise out of Florida, or sometimes they'll cruise out of New Orleans or. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that it wouldn't be the majority, but if we had to fly to get to a cruise port, we probably would have by now cruised out of California. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Larry says we live close to two ports, Vancouver and Victoria, also 6 hours from the Seattle port. That is true. I think most of those cruises are going to Alaska, though. If I could be wrong, maybe some of those go down south, but which is not nothing wrong with that. But so you would be maybe more likely, although I don't know if you've done an Alaska cruise, Larry, but because you've done a Caribbean cruise, but maybe it'd be more likely that you would cruise to Alaska than to other ports. I don't know. Or maybe you're like, I kind of live in Alaska almost, so I don't really want to go to Alaska. I don't know. I'm not sure. I just want to see a moose. Really? A moose? I want to see a moose. Oh, okay. I mean, Mickey Mouse? Bullwinkle. Bullwinkle. Rocky? No, the moose. I know, but do you want to see Rocky or Bullwinkle? Bullwinkle. Okay. I said moose. I know. I'm just saying. I always liked Rocky more than Bullwinkle. I never really watched Rocky and Bullwinkle. I just know that Bullwinkle is the moose. Do you know what Rocky is? Squirrel. Flying squirrel. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I didn't say I've never watched it. Okay. I just didn't watch it enough to really form a favorite. Okay, that's fair. I live where people only fly over to get from East Coast to West Coast. Nobody lands in Minnesota on purpose. That may be true. Larry says Alaska, Hawaii. That's true. Hawaii, Seattle, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. Is that where the cruises go? Do they go to
maybe
LA and San Francisco? I don't know. Maybe this is, I don't know. If I went to Europe, I've got something weird on my arm. If I went to Europe,
Marty Poo?
no, it's not Marty Poo. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
If I went to Europe, I'd want to go to like cities. But when I think about cruising in North America, like going to a city port
seems kind of weird.
Is less appealing to me.
It's like,
but maybe that's me not really understanding. Maybe I'd have a different opinion if I did it.
It's like when those cruise ships come in port in Tampa for the day.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be cooler to go to like Seattle or San Francisco or LA than
right.
Tampa.
There's nothing to do anywhere near the Tampa port.
Yeah, that's true. Not really exciting. Nothing really exciting to do. That you couldn't get a better experience in other ports. Oh my gosh, I would just die to see a moose. So it's in your blood.
I mean, wouldn't it be cool to see a moose?
They're
just so big.
I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a moose. It's not like on my list of things that I'm like have a desire to see.
I just want to see it because it's big.
If you were like, hey, we can go over there and see a moose, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Let's go check it out. But like, if you were like, do you want to travel to see a moose? I'd be like, nah.
I didn't say I wanted to travel to see the moose.
Well, but you kind of are saying that.
I mean, that is something that I want to see while we are there.
Okay.
I'm not saying I would make a trip to see a moose.
So if you went to Alaska, moose would be high on your list of things to see.
Moose would be on my list of things to see.
Okay, you're selling it like it'd be up there pretty high.
Just because it's big.
Like if you went to Alaska, what would be the top 3 things you'd want to see animal-wise? Top 3 cruise creatures in Alaska.
Whale, bear, moose.
Okay.
Puffin.
Okay.
I know I said 4.
Yeah.
But
and you were very generic with most of those. Whale. What does that mean? Orca, humpback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whale.
That's not fair.
I've never seen a whale.
I mean, I haven't either. I've never seen a whale. No, I haven't either.
So I want to see a whale.
I would like to see a whale.
What kind? Humpback, orca?
Any whale.
Okay. Then why do I have to choose?
But well, because I was trying to be specific in that case. Like if you were like, well, what's your top 3? And one of them was a whale, I wouldn't just be like a whale. I'd be like, I want to see a humpback whale. Oh, I really like to see like the whale. I'd really like to see is a sperm whale because I think they're the coolest.
But like, big whales. I don't want to choose or 3 a blue different whales
because those are like the big,
I want to see a whale. Honestly, okay, well, I don't care what kind of whale I see.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I would be happy with any whale because having not seen a whale.
Like I think we said that word so many times that it's starting to sound weird.
Maybe.
Whale. Bear. You want to see a bear?
Whale. I would like to see a polar bear. If I saw another bear, I'd be like, oh, cool, there's a bear. But I'm not really a bear guy. Like I think polar bears are cool. I don't really care that much about like other bears. Like they're fine. I'm not into them. That's why Alaska's not like calling my name. Cause like
I've never seen a wild bear.
I've seen black bear, but
I've never seen a wild bear.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a bear. It wasn't like the same as like, oh my God, there's a crocodile. Like for me, it's a different experience.
I think brother bear is like my idea of what I want to see. I want to see the moose and I want to see the bear.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'd be more excited to see a puffin than a bear.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd love to see a puffin.
So
I choose 4.
Moose would be pretty low on my list if I'm being fair. Like a sea otter would be high on my list.
That would be cool too.
Like a sea otter would be like a mola because I know like Paradijay saw mola. Like that would be.
I'd like to see that.
That would maybe be higher on my list than almost all those other things.
No moose.
I mean, I wouldn't complain if I saw a moose.
If we had an option,
a moose is only slightly elevated over seeing a deer to me. So like when we were at your mom's, like we saw the deer, that was cool. I was like, cool, deer are cool, but a
moose is so big.
Okay. So it's cooler than a deer because it's
Yes.
it's a size matter.
So if we had 2 excursions, and one of them was to see, I don't know, what's something that I don't know, a moose or a something else. Would we have to split and do separate excursions because you wouldn't want to go see the moose?
I'm not anti-moose.
I feel like you're just a moose hater.
I'm not a moose hater. It's just not one of the animals I'm like yearning to see. All right, we got comments here.
The big moose debate.
Larry's got
scroll through it.
Larry's got oh yeah, wow, there's a lot.
Okay. All right, here we go. Canadian ports. Okay, we're here.
All right, Nina says, my daughter had a mama and babies in their neighborhood in Anchorage one time. She says they are huge. I'm assuming she's talking about meese. Is it meese or a moose? Then Deanne says, Todd, same can be said for sure about Indiana. We have only hotels. Okay, it's about the traveling through.
I mean, we have NASCAR, or that you have NASCAR. It's not mine anymore.
Larry says, must go. Cooking French onion soup for dinner. Mother-in-law visiting. Oh, well, that sounds delicious, Larry. Elk are just as big as moose and dangerous.
Not interested in elk.
Why? What do you have against elk?
They're not moose.
Okay. My mom says we saw a lot of moose. They were magnificent. We cruised for 7 days and did 7 days traveling on a train to stay for 7 more nights. We saw whales, bear, and moose. I feel like we're doing that cartoon, bear and moose. Where's squirrel and moose? Larry says, we just got a warning today here in Powell River. A pack of aggressive wolves were attacking local dogs. They love moose. Okay. Check out my channel, guys. I have videos for whales. So go check out Plum Travelers, and you can see some whale-made videos. Deanne says, polar bear, and to see a real sperm or killer. Wow. Yeah. Yep. Good night, Larry. My mom says, we saw orcas and humpbacks. Great trip. Kevin says, orca, whales, and dog sled puppies. Oh, you'd probably like dog sled puppies.
I'm honestly not really.
Oh, because you don't like huskies, and is it huskies or malamutes?
Yeah, either one.
Okay. Those of the dogs, like those are.
I mean, they're pretty.
I kind of like those dogs.
They're very pretty, but it just doesn't.
Jeff says, I've seen a whale tail. Deanne says, man, I saw a short clip about a guy who developed a relationship with a sperm whale that he started calling Dolores. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be real cool. Some kind of documentary out there about this guy and sperm whale. I'll have to look for that.
Hey there, Brian.
There isn't puffins in Alaska, is there? Yes, Kevin. Yes. Puffins are in Alaska. Penguins are not in Alaska. Puffins, the ones that can fly, they are. Yes, so they're the northern hemisphere. Nature's answer to the penguin in the northern hemisphere is the puffin. Go to that place where you can hold hands with an otter.
I would do that.
Don't know that place, but I would be all on board for that. Brian, hey Brian.
You didn't hear me say that?
I did not, no. My mom says lots of eagles, hundreds. Brian says Alaska wildlife was beautiful. Orcas, whales, eagles, little seals. I would like to see some other pinnipeds. Sea lions would be cool, but like seals would be more interesting to me. My mom saw a moose with 2 babies. I'm feeling some moose hatred here, man. I don't hate mooses. Mice. No, moose. The moose.
I don't know.
Brian says Alaska excursion recommendation: Skagway, rent a car, drive the Klondike Highway up to Canada. Lots of wildlife along the way. Go to the dog sledding training area in Canada. I've heard that people really like that. Bullwinkle was my favorite moose, says Les. Everybody's favorite moose is Bullwinkle. He's the only famous moose there is, I think. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull it. Anyway, loved Alaska. Brian says, you guys heading out that way? We're not, Brian. We're just talking about it. Les says, Matt, do you remember who Sergeant Preston was? That sounds familiar, but obviously not because I don't know exactly who that is or was. Deanne says, if you want to see an eagle, just come visit Nan. I'm not sure what that means.
Oh,
Oh, because she looks like an eagle because her hair. She just kind of.
it's not just her hair; it's the nose and the eyebrows.
That was
They
mean.
used to, no. They used to have a picture on the side of their fridge of an eagle with Nan, like because they were you'd walk by and say, "There's Nan."
No, that's funny. Les says he was a member of the RCMP. Oh, is that what Bullwinkle and Rocky were on? RCMP, Rocky. I don't know what that is, Les. Or I don't remember if I do. Kevin says we never saw puffins in Alaska, so we are going to Iceland and the Faroe Islands to see some puffins. So I don't know how common. Maybe I misspoke. I think puffins are in Alaska. I know they're northern hemisphere. Maybe they're not. Maybe I misspoke about that. But I thought puffins were. I don't know.
I know Edie saw them when she went to Iceland.
Right, but see, that's more like what
I know
Kevin's talking about is Iceland. Mm-hmm. So maybe the puffin range is not. We're getting puffins at the aquarium, so I guess I better learn more about puffins. Brian says Marty Moose. Sorry, folks, the park is closed. Oh yeah, that's right. National Lampoon's Vacation. Oh, Marty Moose was the mascot of the park that they are getting to during the whole movie, and then Les says Marty Moose. Is that what? No. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Okay. I didn't know they had a TV show, or maybe I don't know. There's like a cartoon one I'm thinking of. I don't know. Emma says hello. Well, hello, Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Yeah. Now I'm curious about puffins. Now I want to learn about puffins.
How about moose?
No, I don't care about moose. But I want to know. I want to see a range. There's different species of puffins too. I do know that. I learned that recently because they had me draw a puffin, and then I was like, let's look at puffin references, and I'm like, these puffins don't all look the same. Why not? Oh, there's different species of puffins. How about that? Is that Emma saying, hey, Emma?
I actually want to point out, you said that Bullwinkle was the only famous.
And one they corrected.
Right, but there's also the two from Brother Bear.
But I'm not as familiar with Brother Bear. Although I do like the art of the director. You've seen
Brother Bear, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You gonna watch Brother Bear with me? I'll sing to you.
I have watched Brother Bear with you because I had never seen it before you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But because I'm a big fan of the artist who directed Brother Bear, I was like, when you were like, let's watch Brother Bear, I was like, yeah, okay. And it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Google says there are
puffins.
Possible.
No, look at the next.
That they are possible in Alaska.
There are puffins in Alaska.
Well, that says Google says that there are puffins. Oh, okay. So, but Alaska's a big place. So maybe it's just on certain coasts. Maybe it's just not in areas where tourists can get to very easily. I don't know. I'm curious now. Just
go ahead.
African puffins for the first time this week in Colorado. Are there puffins? There can't be puffins in Africa.
He was at the zoo. Remember, he posted a picture of that lizard.
Oh, but that can't be African. But there are no African puffins, I don't think.
Oh, I don't.
African penguins. I bet they're African penguins.
Yeah.
Because that's what we have in the aquarium. They're also called jackass penguins because they make a sound that sounds like a donkey. But they're black-footed penguins, African penguins. That's probably what it was.
There's the tufted puffin, the horned puffin, the Atlantic puffin, and the rhinoceros. That does not say puffin. That's a lie.
Do any of them live in the southern hemisphere? I think they're all northern hemisphere. I'm speaking with an air of knowledge that I don't really have.
Most of the world's puffins are found in Iceland.
So there you go.
In Europe, they nest south to the Brittany coast of France, northward to Iceland, Greenland, and northern Russia.
Penguins. Brian said it was penguins. So that is why you can see them in Iceland, because there are more species and they're more common there. That makes sense. Look at that. We're learning together. This is how it works. I always tell the education team at the aquarium when I'm doing trainings, you don't have to be an expert and know everything. You just have to know how to find the information. And today that's harder than ever because you get way more information than's actual information. But there you go. Look at that. We all learned about puffins today.
And moose. Actually, the only thing I know about moose is that they're big.
And now Kevin's making Monty Python references, I think, with African sparrows or European sparrows. Eastern Egg Rock and Seal Island off the coast of Maine have puffins. Oh, puffins. Oh, that's right. Puffins on the East Coast, too. I forget that big landmass is connected and there's water on both sides. So that's cool. I want to see a basking shark. See, that's the thing. Like, people talk about going up to Alaska and seeing the wildlife, but going up the other coast, there's some, I don't know if it's as accessible to see wildlife, but there's like Greenland sharks you probably never see. Basking sharks you could possibly see. More chances to see a puffin.
I mean, we can take that cruise that Edie did.
She see what did she see in those animals?
She saw puffins.
I mean, other than puffins.
She may have.
She probably didn't see basking sharks.
Honestly, we talked so much about her being sick and her mom being sick that other than puffins, I'm not sure what else she did on that cruise. I
remember HR puffin stuff.
My coworker went on a 16-day transatlantic cruise and got over there and then got sick. So then was stuck.
Yeah, that's right. She was
stuck in Europe at the hospital for like an extra week and a half.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah.
Les says June and July, best months to view puffins. Interesting. I don't know if puffins have somewhat of a migration pattern, or if that's just, or they're just, I don't know.
Look, I gave Figment a sweatband.
He looks like he needs some leg warmers and he's ready to do some Jane Fonda workout there.
I'm going to show everyone else because otherwise it's not fair that just you know. Look, Figment has a sweatband.
My mom says they warn you in Alaska that moose are very dangerous. See? People are worried about sharks, and it's the moose you have to worry about.
I just want to see one. I don't need to interact with it.
You know what I told the kids today? I did a shark class today, and the kids were asking me about if it's, if they need to worry, like if they have a cut at the beach or something like that. And I said, no, you don't need to worry about that. And I told them, so I tell them safety rules about like how to decrease your chances of getting attacked by a shark. But I'm always careful about that because I don't want to give the impression that you really need to be worried about getting attacked by a shark. So I told them that even if they broke all the rules that I give them, they'd still have a better chance of being fatally wounded by a random falling coconut. And so if they weren't afraid to walk under palm trees, that they shouldn't be afraid to go in the water.
Now they're all afraid to walk under palm trees.
I know, they're not. See, nobody shakes and quivers with fear at the thought of a coconut falling out of a tree and killing you, despite the statistics that show you that that's a higher probability of killing you. Nobody's like, oh crap, I need to be afraid of palm trees now. I mean, not to mention, like, I don't even get into like you rode here in a car. Like,
you probably shouldn't talk about that.
No, I don't talk about that because even though the statistics on that are astronomically higher as being more dangerous than any animal attack, but that's a little bit too much reality for a kid, in my opinion. So I don't hit them with that kind of heaviness. The coconut. The teacher was like, or killed by a toilet seat. I'm like, yeah, that's a statistic too. I've never been clear on how that works, but I guess you fall and hit your head on the toilet. I guess
water on the floor.
Yeah, and you slip and fall, and
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that being the way I go, but yeah. So
I hope not.
I hope not too. That's not a good way to go. But you don't get to choose. So, well, you do if you want, but I don't want to choose because that means I don't want to rush it. We saw a lot of whales from the Azores heading into the Met last year. That'd be cool.
Hmm.
I know occasionally you see whales like around the DR and some of the other Eastern Caribbean kind of spots, Southern Caribbean. There's time. Like if I could see a whale in the warm air, that's cool. I'd be down with that.
I'm getting tired.
Are you? Well, it is 9:48.
I know, it's like past my bedtime.
So, all right. Well, we can sign off if you want to. You want to go?
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost time anyway. So.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. About between like 9:15, 9:45, I'm usually like, ready for bed.
I mean, it's literally like 12 minutes from when we normally sign off. So it's not like you're robbing them of a lot of time.
That's true.
Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe.
I mean, we can have another, 5-minute moose discussion.
It's okay. I think we've covered the moose. I think that land has been trod upon. I don't know. Well, guys, thank you for hanging out with us on another exhilarating Friday night of cruise-related talk.
Hey, we talked cruise.
We did talk cruising.
We talked reptile.
Yep.
We talked whatever else we talked about.
Whatever we talked about. We do appreciate you guys. We do like hanging out with you guys. We thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to end our work week and start our weekend. So thank you guys for that. And we will see you next Friday.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Good night.